It's time now for Cody High School Basketball on 103.3 The Range. Coming up, it's the build-up to Tip-off Pregame Show, presented by Cody Ace Hardware. You'll hear about today's matchups, updates about Cody High School athletics and around the state, and pregame interviews with both head coaches. Tip-off is moments away for Cody High School basketball. Now, sending you out to the court for today's games, here's the voice of the Bronx and Phillies, it's Wyatt Barichka.
It's an early afternoon here from the Bob Carey Memorial Fieldhouse in Lander, Wyoming, the site for the 3A West Regional Tournament. And the Cody Fillies are going to start this off. They'll take on an opponent that they are familiar with in the Bulldogs, Lady Bulldogs to be exact, from Lovell, Wyoming. Wyatt Barichka with you. McKenna back in the studio, keeping this game on the airwaves. And hopefully we are having some radio opportunities figured out here. We are live on 103.3 FM, online at myheartmountainradio.com. And you might notice that we aren't showing any of the court. We're not showing any video. The postseason rights have been sold to the NFHS, which does not allow us to stream video of this regional tournament. So we are going to try to make the viewing experience on the radio side of things, or on the video side of things, a little bit easier for our audience as well. So we'll have a scoreboard. We'll hopefully have the working clock in this contest. If not, we will update it as much as possible. It's the Cody Fillies and the Lady Bulldogs from Lovell. It's your build-up to Tip-off Pregame Show, brought to you by Cody Ace Hardware. It's your local home, lawn, and gardening care store. Make sure you visit them at the Beck Lake Plaza today in Cody, Wyoming. Well, the Fillies in the season, winning their last 3 games. They are coming into this regional tournament with a 17-4 record. They would go 9-1 in conference play. They kind of knew their seeding as far as where they would be placed last Friday when they battled the Lovell Lady Panthers, and what was a dominating showing on senior night for them as well. For the Lady Bulldogs, they're coming into this one at a 10-12 record. They would go 2-8 in conference play and lose their last 3 games of the season. And in their last 7, they would go 1-6. They would split a win in between those 6 losses of the contest. Let's give a big thanks to State Farm agent Jen Talich. State Farm agent Jen Talich will build the best insurance plan for you. Visit Jen Talich on Sheridan Avenue. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. When we come back after this 60-second timeout, we will talk about the bracket, how the bracket looks, and how this regional tournament is shaped up. This is Cody Fillies basketball on 103.3 The Range, a Heart Mountain broadcasting station. We're back in 60 seconds.
Coach Wagner and the Phillies and Coach McCartan and the Bronx have been really fun to watch this year.
Yes, the Bronx and Phillies, they really have it all together.
They sure do. Speaking of having it all together, insuring your home, cars, and life insurance together with My State Farm Agency is the best way to bundle and save. We can customize your coverage and make insurance seem easy. Good luck, Bronx and Phillies. Check with Jen Talich's State Farm Agency to get your insurance all together. Thanks for the opportunity to earn your business. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
With over 40 years of combined experience, Park County Glass can handle all of your auto and residential glass needs. Serving the Bighorn Basin since 1982 with quality you can depend on and service from the heart. Stop in or call your auto glass specialist at 307-587-9303. That's Park County Glass at 307-587-9303.
This is Cody Fillies basketball on 103.3 The Range.
Continuing your build-up to Tip-off Pregame Show, built by Cody Ace Hardware. It is the number 2 seed Cody Fillies taking on the number 7 seed in the Lovell Lady Bulldogs. Big thanks to Wydot. Seatbelt saves lives, so buckle up every trip, every time you get in your vehicle. This is a message from Wydot. So let's take a look at that girls bracket just real quick here, as you're going to notice that there's 2 gyms involved in this regional tournament. So maybe a disadvantage that you don't probably get to see who your next round opponent might be. So that might be the only disadvantage. So in the auxiliary gym, which is where the other game is going to take place, they're going to have a Bridger Valley rivalry duke it out there in the number 3 seed in Mountain View and the number 6 seed in Lyman. Basically, the winners will play each other the next round tomorrow at 3:30. The losers will play each other early in the morning at 9 o'clock in the Fieldhouse. All games on day 2, which is Friday, will take place in the Fieldhouse. Other games in the regional tournament, it features number 1 seed Pinedale taking on number 8 seed Whirlwind. That's a 4 o'clock tip-off from the auxiliary gym. And in the Fieldhouse, Lander, the host team in this one, going to play on their home court when they host the Powell Lady Panthers, which I believe it's either the 3rd or 4th time those 2 teams are taking on each other. So a lot of games played, but you can say that for Mountain View. You can say that for Lyman, Cody, and Lovell. This will be at least their 3rd time this season. We got about 9 minutes from tip-off between the Cody Fillies and the Lovell Lady Bulldogs. We do have an interview with head coach Chris Wagner coming up as well. We'll talk about boys contest as well later on. They're going to be taking on the Pinedale Wranglers, but we'll provide more details as the game progresses on. Also, let's give a big thanks to Park County Glass. They have been serving locally for over 30 years as well. So we'll take another 60-second timeout, and when we come back from the break, we'll talk with head coach Chris Wagner and take a look at this matchup as well and look at the whole regional tournament from the coach's perspective. This is Cody Fillies basketball on 103.3 The Range, a Hard Mountain broadcasting station. We'll be back in just 90 seconds on 103.3 The Range.
Hey guys, this is Zach Haskell with Haskell Furniture and Flooring. We are a proud supporter of the Cody Bronx and Phillies this season. If you want selection, we have the best selection for you with the best prices. From mattresses to flooring or recliners to fireplaces, we have everything you need in stock. No need to drive out of town when we have everything here locally for your next selection. Stop in at Haskell's Furniture and Flooring in Cody, Lovell, Worland, and Riverton, where we have the best prices and better service.
When life slows you down, Canyon Therapy in Cody helps you get back on your feet. Whether you're recovering from an injury, managing pain, or working to regain strength and mobility, Canyon Therapy offers expert physical and occupational therapy service tailored to you. Our experienced team works with you one-on-one to create a personalized treatment plan, helping you to move better and live more comfortably. We treat people, not just conditions, in a caring and supportive environment. Canyon Therapy is a proud supporter of the Cody Bronx and Cody Fillies. Get back to the life you love with Canyon Therapy. Visit CanyonTherapy.com or call today to schedule your next appointment.
Woodward Tractor is your one-stop dealer for all your Takahouchi equipment and service needs. Takahouchi is known the world over for its purpose-built design philosophy, innovative technology, and dependable service after the sale. And now at Woodward Tractor, get 0% financing on all Takahouchi machines, excavators, track loaders, and wheel loaders. Special financing options are also available on Takahouchi brand attachments. See Woodward Tractor on Blackburn in Cody.
It's time now for our pregame interview. Sending it back to the court with Wyatt Barichka with head coach Chris Wagner.
It's 103.3 The Range. I'm here with head coach Chris Wagner of the Cody Fillies. And coach, I mean, I know 3 wins to end the season. I mean, you wish that was bigger, but I mean, what a good way for you guys to end the season on Friday.
Yeah, just a see grace. Just a good way to finish off Soph's last game here. It was always a thing. Like, we never try to put it all about the seniors, but like when you get that moment to relax after the game and give them some extra special attention, that's always fun. And yeah, to do it, and the first 3 quarters were great. I thought we slumped off. It got a little too relaxed in the 4th, but it's all right. We'll just grow and get better from that. But yeah, just good finish to the season.
I was gonna say, I mean, what you guys did to Powell, I mean, again, one of those teams that are looking to make it back to state, but the fact of what you guys did in 3 quarters, I mean, I know a lot was going on and everything, but you got to be pleased about those results.
Yeah, and I mean, we don't underestimate Powell one bit. Like, we've seen him play some really good basketball at times, and, we caught him on a night where things just weren't going well for him. The press got to him a little bit, we could see, and just kind of stayed in it and never came out of it.
Well, Coach, I mean, this is it. I mean, hopefully you're getting 2 more weeks, but this week is more important right now. But, I mean, when you look at how this kind of bracket laid out and everything, kind of just your initial thoughts.
Yeah, I mean, we treat it like a 2-week process. Obviously, we take care of this one, but like you got to start building a little bit for next week for sure. But yeah, you're not necessarily putting yourself in there, but it's just, I mean, it's just in the plans to look ahead a little bit too. But as far as this week, yeah, I like the bracket, like the matchups we got, or the pathway that it could be. We kind of, I think you got to prep for the worst that you'll see. And then I think in doing that, you kind of prepare yourself for anybody in a way. So we got Mountain View, we got Lovell first. Mountain View would be the other big team on our side that, we've kind of paid attention to a little bit. So making sure we have stuff luckily the stuff that we do for Mountain View is going to be a lot of the same that it'd be for Lovell anyways. So, and that's really the thing that we come back to. Our approach with a lot of the teams is actually going to be, somewhat the same. So to have that continuity is really good. And then, and then Pinedale's lurking on the other side. And, they've been on fire lately, especially Heelan, man. She's playing great. So, yeah, it'll be a fun tournament.
I mean, in a conference that anybody can beat anybody. I mean, Lovell's 7 seed, but I mean, they kind of proved that this volleyball season that anybody can beat anybody and made it to state as an 8 seed in volleyball. I mean, this conference, I mean, for you, Coach, has got to be pretty competitive, but also a fun challenge for your squad.
It is. Yeah, it really is. We've had years recently where like the region wasn't a big tournament. I mean, we still prepared for it, but we knew the bigger challenges were on the other side of the state. And this year, there is one really big one on that side, but we got a lot to pay attention to on our side. So, I don't know. I like it. It just gets me more engaged on the week. And, it's hectic with teaching and staying up late scouting and doing all that. But luckily I got a great assistant coach with Coach Olenek. We got a good combo going there. The girls are coming in with energy to the gym every time. We kind of had an extra long meeting today, but they absorb it, and I think they're really taking in the moment too. So it makes it all kind of worth it.
Well, Coach, let's talk about Lovell a little bit. A team that you guys were able to beat twice, both on each other's home floors, but this one on a neutral site, Coach. But the 2 times that you played them, what have you seen them and kind of your approach to this one?
Yeah, I kind of got to them both games with the press. The first game, when it got into the half court, when we couldn't get stuff out of our half-court offense, if we couldn't score off a steal, we kind of struggled that game. And then the second one at home was a little bit of the opposite. We got stuff with the press. They were down 2 key players that week. I think, they were really 3. They'd lost a player earlier in the year. We know that was a shell of what the real team is, and we've seen them. They played Pinedale really close on that game down in Lander that they had to play. So, you just expect that they're going to come out and fight. If things go like they have in the past, like hopefully the press stuff still, we can still kind of get to them a little bit. And then if shooting's going well, that's always a good thing.
Well, you kind of alluded to my last question, Coach. I mean, a little bit more in depth. X factor difference maker, Coach. What is it going to take to get your squad into the semifinals?
I think just getting confidence on the offensive end. We know our defense will usually produce some points and some easy looks, but if we have to play in the half court, if we can get confident, everybody feeling good about that, I feel great about how far we can go.
Perfect, Coach. Thank you for your time. We'll talk to you after this one's over.
All right, thank you.
Allstate agent Cale Mitchell is a proud supporter of Cody High School sports. At Allstate, you can bundle your home and auto for the lowest premium rates. Cale Mitchell is your local agent and provides great professional customer service to ensure that you got the best affordable coverage needs. Call Allstate agent Cale Mitchell at 307-527-6447. That's 307-527-6447. Allstate, you're in good hands.
Distracted driving is dangerous, but some people just can't seem to help themselves. There's the steering wheel propper, the sneak-a-peeker, the fast scroller, the nightlighter. And it's not long until they become the fender benderer, the got-a-ticketer, the veering off the road, the driver who kills someone. Enough with the phones already. Just put them down.
Coach Wagner and the Phillies and Coach McCartan and the Bronx have been really fun to watch this year.
Yes, the Bronx and Phillies, they really have it all together.
They sure do. Speaking of having it all together, insuring your home, cars, and life insurance together with My State Farm Agency is the best way to bundle and save. We can customize your coverage and make insurance seem easy. Good luck, Bronx and Phillies. Check with Jen Talich's State Farm Agency to get your insurance all together. Thanks for the opportunity to earn your business. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
With over 40 years of combined experience, Park County Glass can handle all of your auto and residential glass needs. Serving the Bighorn Basin since 1982 with quality you can depend on and service from the heart. Stop in or call your auto glass specialist at 307-587-9303. That's Park County Glass at 307-587-9303.
Back loaders and wheel loaders. Special financing options are also available on Takeuchi brand attachments. See Woodward Tractor on Blackburn in Cody.
We continue our build-up to Tip-off Pregame Show presented by Cody Ace Hardware. Now back to Wyatt Barishka.
About 3 minutes away from tip-off from the Bob Carey Memorial Fieldhouse for round one of the 3A West Regional Tournament here in Lander, Wyoming. I know this school has hosted the 1A West Regional Tournament. It's been for a very long time, and I gave athletic director and former Lander Valley head coach for the girls and Cyril Stauffenberg a hard time. I was like, is it good to finally host a tournament that actually you are in the tournament? He was like, it is, because he gets to know the teams just a little bit better. We continue your build-up to tip-off pregame show. Let's take a quick look at the matchup on paper. We'll start with the opposing team for Cody and Lovell. They're coming to this contest averaging about 40 points per game. They're surrendering roughly 42 points per game, so they're playing a lot of tight, close games. Rebounds, they do out-rebound opponents at 29 to 25. Turnovers, they average about 20 turnovers a game. Opponents at about 19. From the three-point arc, they are 21%, while opposing teams shoot 24, and inside, the level is 36, and opposing teams at 41%. At the charity stripe this season, heading into the regional tournament, they are 55%, and opponents at 57%. Head coach Brian May, in his first season back with Lovell. I know he's been a coach here a couple of times before. He actually coached for Lovell for 5 years as the boys' head coach, so making his return to the girls' side. For the Cody Fillies, they are coming into this one averaging about roughly 59 points per contest. They surrender about 35 rebounds. They do out-rebound opponents by 10 at 31 to 20. I guess 11, you should say. And turnovers, they really do a good job in the turnover margin, 15 to just 23 for opposing teams. From beyond the arc, they're 27%, while opposing teams shoot 24. Inside the arc, 49% for the Phillies and 37%. And from the free throw line, something they have been trying to get that percentage up as this season has been going on, just at 58%, opposing teams at 66, and they really didn't give Powell many opportunities last go-around. I think Powell had 4 free throws in the contest in the first half, and I think they finished with maybe 7 or at least 8 as well. Does look like we are going to have a national anthem, so we will go radio silent for that in just a moment. Let's actually take a quick look of how these two teams coming, because it actually took a lot to find out if these games were postseason games or if they were regular season games. I probably spent about an hour trying to figure that out yesterday in a combined total time while being on the air and everything else. It looks like they are going to try to get the national anthem going. So real quick here, it will be the 30th meeting between these two teams since 2006, and I'll get to the rest of the history in just a moment. While the national anthem goes on, we'll go radio silent for that.
Early light, what so proudly we hailed,
national anthem being done there, and we will resume our history between these two teams. Like I said, it will be the 30th meeting since 2006, where the Cody Fillies actually are not the victors in the series so far. Lovell is 16-13, while Cody has won the last 6. Cody, though, has done better in the postseason against the Lady Bulldogs. Cody is 3-1 in postseason play. Their last meeting, you have to go all the way back that I can find to 2008 to 2009 as well. So the starting lineup is going to look like this for the Lovell Lady Bulldogs under head coach Brian May. It will look like this. Number 3, Becca Nichols. She'll be followed by number 4, Kennedy Rail, the senior. It is number 11, the senior, Bria Jones. She'll be followed by the senior, Libby Mickelson. And to round up the starting 5 for the Lady Bulldogs, it is Kennedy Rail, number 22 for the Lady Bulldogs. It is looking like this for the Cody Fillies. It will start with a junior, number 0, the 5'10 junior, and Ellie Talich. She'll be followed by the junior, 5'6, and number 5, Maddie Boudry. It is the lone senior of the team. It's number 15, the 6'1 senior, and Sophia Radakovic. And the sophomore, 5'10, Grace Hayes. And to round up the starting 5, it's number 24, the 5'9 junior, it's Cindy Simone. The Cody Fillies in their home blues, blue numbers, blue lettering, Cody on their jerseys trimmed in gold. The Lady Bulldogs in their own blues, white numbers, white lettering, Bulldogs across their jersey. Cody going to go from right to left, and Lovell is going to go from right to left. Cody left to right, excuse me. Scoreboard tonight brought to you by, or this afternoon I should say, brought to you by Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be. They're not just a bank, they're Wyoming in the bank. Radakovic and Mickelson in the center circle. We'll get started, and the Cody Fillies will start this tournament off with the basketball. Going left to right is Simone, has it at the top, and Cody just going to start handing it off right now. Boudry fakes to give to Hayes, still side. Again, we cannot video stream this tournament. We do apologize for visual watchers and viewers. Talich baseline kick out. Simone, nice pass to save it. Hayes to triple to start the tournament. Gets it to go. That's a triple for the Fillies. Grace Hayes starting the tournament off, and Cody leads 3-0 over Lovell. First possession, and the Lady Bulldogs will turn it over in their first turnover of the contest. Again, Cody wins that turnover margin. So does Lovell, but Lovell, with that pressure Cody shows, does get a lot going there. Back to the Fillies. Grace Hayes as she goes over the midcourt stripe. Gets the screen from Radakovic as Lovell runs man-to-man. Radakovic on the pass inside. Almost a turnover as Boudry taps it back to Hayes. Over to Talich. And Talich going to try to go all the way in. She puts up a shot. It hits the backboard with 7:05 to go. And the first foul of the contest will go against Bria Jones of the Lady Bulldogs. We're quarter number 1 here, not even a minute in, and it'll be Ellie Talich to go to the line and shoot some free throws for the Fillies. Taking a look at Talich's stats at the line, 62% on the season. Count the first one. This broadcast brought to you by Allstate. Allstate Cale Mitchell, you are in good hands. Makes the score now 4-0 on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Talich will miss the second one. Hayes giving the Fillies an extra possession here for Cody. Boudry at the charity stripe right side. Now we'll give it back up top to Simone. Simone with the driving. Kick out to Talich, right corner. As Talich tries to go baseline to Simone. Triple from the right side is going to be left short. It's going to be a rebound picked up by Radakovic as it goes off the foot of Simone. And Radakovic gets the 2 points and goes back to the Lady Bulldogs. Cody quickly 6-0 advantage, just like the start on Friday in this one. Talich and the Cody Fillies showing, looks like a zone defense here to start this one off, as Lovell has their first possession that they're able to actually run a play from. As Simone will take it away on the pass, looking for Boudry, who goes to the baseline too far. Kick out to Simone. It's Talich, triple deep, and we'll hit the back iron and bounce to the left side. And we'll go back to Lovell. A little bit of pressure for the Fillies. Boudry almost pokes away, trying to get the steal, and not able to do so. And Lovell trying to beat that 10 count as Brian May is determining if he wanted to call that 10-second, and Lovell trying to beat the clock. Will turn it over. Hayes, charity stripe, almost got away with a travel there. Simone left side 3, no good. Radakovic rebound. She'll be fouled and go to the line for some free throws. And it will be Hayes this time, sorry, Radakovic at the line. So second Philly quickly. Is they're going to give Jones her second, so she will have to possibly come out here. We'll see what Brian May and the Lady Bulldogs do. It looks like that will be the case. Radakovic will run out the first free throw. Checking into the contest, it is number 33, Brooklyn Clark. Also a big thanks to Canyon Therapy for all your physical and occupational needs. Canyon Therapy is the place to be, located on Yellowstone Avenue. 5:43 left to go after the Radakovic free throw. As it's up, it's going to hit the back iron, and it'll be getting the rebound. Clark, who checked in just a moment ago. Still 6-0 in favor of the Phillies. Clark is looking, trying to give it off to somebody. Cody creates the trap, and it's going to be saved by a foul. And I believe Case is going to pick up her first. No, they're going to give it to Simone. Simone was a part of that trap as well. So first foul on the Cody Fillies, first team foul. With 5:29 left to play, they do get it in. Rail, who is back after she didn't play against Cody the second time around. She comes back in. Boudry will take it away, but then Lovell comes back up with it. It is Owens underneath. She'll be fouled. And Radakovic picks up the foul for the Phillies. Radakovic picks up her first. It'll be the team's second, and some free throws coming up for the Lady Bulldogs. Kennedy Owens is at the line, and she'll have her first opportunity to get Lovell on the scoreboard. On the season at just 51%, and she'll make the first, and it breaks the goose egg off the scoreboard. So 6-1, Philly advantage on that Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. 5:13 left to play in the first quarter here from the Bob Carey Memorial Fieldhouse. Rails, second free throw is no good. Ripping it away is Talich. And Lovell will go 1 of 2, and Cody will look to get a bucket. It's been a little bit since they scored. Talich will bounce past it to Hayes. Right side of Radakovic up top. 5 minutes to go here in quarter number 1. Simone to Boudry, over to Hayes. Hayes goes to the paint. It looked like she got some contact, but will get the shot to go. And Cody, after I said they haven't scored in a minute, will get points on the board. 8-1 as two Phillies will get set to check in on the next whistle. Phillies do bring that full court pressure, but Owens will break the timeline. This is going to be a long football pass out of bounds intended for Nichols. And it'll be out of bounds for Lovell. And we'll get changes here. Molly Morager and Reagan Moss check in. Timeout taken by the Lady Bulldogs, and it's a 30-second timeout, which means we will just keep it here on 103.3 FM KBE in Cali. Cody, as this broadcast is brought to you by Breadboard Sub Shop, located on the top of Grable Hill in Cody. They celebrate 30 years of business, and they're there to serve the best sandwiches, bagels, and more. Also, this broadcast brought to you by Haskell's Furniture and Flooring. For the best prices and better service, visit Haskell's Furniture and Flooring for all of your home redesign needs, including mattresses, flooring, and furniture. So 4:36 left to play. Lovell takes their first timeout. They're down to 4. Is Cody off to an 8-1 start. Lovell has had 4 turnovers already. Cody unofficially without a turnover in the contest. I have Cody 3 of 4 from the field so far. Lovell still looking for their first shot from the field in this one. Again, Lovell takes the timeout. They're down to 4. It was a quick 30-second timeout after the turnover. And Talich will inbound it in for the Phillies. 4:36 left to go in the first quarter. 8-1 Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. As Morager will not be able to crowd that pass, and the Phillies will have their first turnover and give it right back as Morager comes up with it. Hayes crosses over in the paint. Floater from 8, can't get to the go. Rebound, put back, that's no good either. Hayes with a third chance for the Phillies. Moss tries to attack the right side after the pass from Hayes. She'll hand it off to Talich. She'll go baseline right side. Kick out over to Morager. Saving it over to Hayes, left side. 4:05 left to play in quarter number 1. Hayes is at the top, matched up there by Clark defensively in a man-to-man. Rager tries to back in, kick out Talich, left side, go feed inside of Radakovic. Back to Talich. Talich drives in, has a lane, takes the shot, it'll drop to the left side. And it will finally go to Lovell, even though we're going to get almost a tie-up, but I think Monster Talich for the Phillies will pick up the foul. They're going to give the foul. Give the foul off to Moss. She'll pick up her first. It is the team's third as well. 3:38 left to go. Rail will have that pass poked away from Talich. He'll stay out of bounds. And Lovell gets it back. So Boudry and Agada are checking in. Radakovic and Talich check out for the Phillies, and an 8-1 advantage on your Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Inbound will go to Clark. Up top now it is May for three. That one's not going to go. Fight for the basketball. Moss will come up with it. We'll slow it down as she pokes it away, and it's going to be a turnover on Cody. Just her second of the contest. Nicholson will hand it off to Rail as she beats that midcourt circle. At the top as Cody shows zone again. Owens, hand off to Clark. Swing it over to Clark on the right side as that pass actually was from May. Almost taken away. Boudry almost comes up with the steal, and Rail is going to have a foul called on Boudry as Hayes was trying to run in and get the steal. 2:56 left to go. We'll get that clock fixed. We apologize. 2:50 left to play. Back to the Phillies it goes. Up top for the Lady Bulldogs, it is Rail. She'll swing it over to Clark on the right side as they continue to show that zone. And Lovell can't make the shot. Hayes comes up with it, tries to go all the way. Floater off the back iron. That one's going to be no good, and it's a one and done for the Phillies on the other side. Clock to 2:25. Talich and Simone will check in on the next whistle. Feed inside was looking for Mickelson. Turnover for the Lady Bulldogs, and Hayes will make the slow jog over the midcourt circle. 2:13 left to play. Quarter number one here from 103.3 FM. Online at myheartmountainradio.com. It's Marager at the top, goes to the left side, loses the dribble. It's going to be a turnover for Lovell, and Clark going to be fouled going to the line. No, they're going to say it's a turnover for the Lady Bulldogs. That'll be turnover number 7. This Bulldogs now showing a little bit of full court pressure. Looks like a 2-1-2. Under 2 to play. Quarter number 1 of the 3A West Regional Tournament in Lander, Wyoming. Cody's first trip back to 3A basketball after being in 4A for a few seasons. Agada in the paint, tries to make a move, and we got a fight for the basketball. They'll call a jump ball. The possession arrow will favor Lovell. Into the lineup for Lovell, it's Jenna Hessenthaler. First time we're calling her name. She was actually one of the starters, the home contest that Cody hosted Lovell in a conference matchup. And again, Cody winning the 2 regular season meetings, and it's always that question. It's hard to beat a team 3 times, and right now they lead 8-1, and it's been scoreless basketball. The tie-up favors the Phillies. A little bit scoreless here in the late stages of the first quarter. 1:28 left to play. Boudry will swing over to Talich at the top, swinging over to Moss, now to Simone. Talich at the top was looking for the inside give to Agada. It was poked away there by Owens, and it's going to be a turnover and a travel called on Simone. Just kind of a mental thing right there. Didn't even recognize that. Lovell gets it back. 3rd turnover for the Phillies. Already unofficially 10 turnovers by these 2 teams combined. Hessenthaler Trying to avoid the trap. We'll give it off now to Owens as she will look to drive in. Has a lane. Loses the basketball. Poked away by Moss. Has nobody trailing her, and she'll look to take it all the way in. Misses the layup, though, and it's going to go out of bounds. And Lovell is going to have the basketball back. That was a wide open layup for Moss. Just couldn't lay it in with 53.6 left to play. Agadan, Moss check out, and the Phillies have the starting 5 in. Lovell going to make some last-second substitutions as Mickelson is in. Owens, Rail is also Nichols, and Clark are the 5 in for Lovell for the final 50 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Travel by the Lady Bulldogs, and Cody will get it back. A lot of turnovers to start this contest for both squads. Talich will inbound it from the baseline. Get it off to Simone, who loses it for a moment. Rail poked it out, but didn't challenge it, so Simone picked it up over to Boudry. Boudry, hand off to Hayes. Hayes is looking to attack. She'll spin, kick out Boudry with 37 seconds left to go. There's a bounce pass give to Simone. Pulls it up for a long two. No good. Fight for the rebound. It's Hayes who comes up with it. Another chance for the Phillies. Simone with 24 seconds. Dribbles to the right, hand off Talich, gets Rail to jump, looks to nice pass to Radakovic as she's fouled, and she'll go to the line. That was a nice give there from Talich. Had a shot, but the easier shot was Radakovic. And it will be 2 free throws coming up for Sophia. Foul is going to go against Nichols. That will be the 13th foul for Lovell. Radakovic sets, fires, and will miss the first one just in front of the iron. Broadcast brought to you by Keel Sanitation. It's the Bighorn Basin's first choice for their sanitation needs. Visit them at keelsanitation.com today. 17 seconds left to go. Radakovic goes 1 of 2 from the line. And it looks like the first points in a while, it feels like. 16 seconds left to play. Rail trying to get something going here. Going back now to Nichols. Trying to beat the timeline. Has 2 seconds to do so, and it's going to be saved by a timeout from Lovell. It was almost at 10 seconds, and Lovell saving it with a timeout. So they're going to be down to 3 after their second timeout of the quarter. It's a full timeout with 8 seconds left to go. And if we can get an update, let's see if we can get an update in the other gym right now. Mountain View leads Lyman in first quarter action 12-8 in the auxiliary gym right now. And again, the winners and the losers of these games will play each other in the second round. The times are to be determined based on the results of each of these 2 games. The other games that are going to be taking place today in the afternoon slate, it is Pinedale versus Worland at 4 o'clock in the auxiliary gym. And Powell will take on Lander in the field house. The Cody Bronx will actually be playing in that auxiliary gym. They're on the same side as Lander, so Lander gets their home court. Thinking Cody having to go to the auxiliary gym will play Pinedale. That's a 5:30 tip-off. Pregame will start roughly around 5:10. So 8 seconds left to go. Lovell after the timeout, they're down to 3. It's Clark looking to inbound. We'll inbound it to Nichols. 8 seconds, 5 seconds. Rail going right side, looks, was trying to feed it inside of Mickelson, and Rail will pull up a shot after the buzzer, and that will be how the first quarter ends. So a low-scoring first quarter, and the Cody Fillies with the advantage. They lead 9-1 on your Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. We'll step aside for a 30-second timeout. We'll be back on 103.3 The Range, a Hard Mountain Broadcasting Station.
Hey guys, this is Zach Haskell with Haskell Furniture and Flooring. We are a proud supporter of the Cody Bronx and Phillies this season. If you want selection, we have the best selection for you with the best prices. From mattresses to flooring or recliners to fireplaces, we have everything you need in stock. No need to drive out of town when we have everything here locally for your next selection. Stop in at Haskell's Furniture and Flooring in Cody, Lovell, Worland, and Riverton, where we have the best prices and better service.
You're tuned in to Cody High School Basketball, live on 103.3 The Range.
Second quarter action about to get underway here from the Bob Carey Memorial Fieldhouse. Low-scoring first quarter. Cody 9, Lovell 1 on that Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Wyatt Barichko with you. McKenna back in the studio, keeping this game on the airwaves. Big thanks to you tuning into this broadcast. Also, let's give a big shout out to John Young. He's at spring training right now in Arizona, and I'm going to be honest, I'm a little bit jealous that the fall spring came at us this morning, and you're enjoying the spring training baseball all the way in Arizona. So, John, thank you for tuning in. You feel free to chime in on that YouTube feed, as Lovell will start with the basketball in the second quarter here, going from right to left. Owens will give it off to Clark at the top, looks to drive in, picks up her dribble as Cody is showing man-to-man. They'll come up with a steal due to the Phillies, and it's Simone who comes up with it, and losing it out of bounds was Simone, but it was last touched by Nichols to start the second quarter. So Cody leading the turnover margin, about one turnover for every 3 of Lovell so far, so not a bad start for the Phillies-wise. Just right now, the scoring's a little bit low. As soon as I say that, Talich attacks the right side, and we'll lay it in. And Cody up by 10, 11-1 on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Again, first game here as well from the Bob Carey Memorial Fieldhouse. Boudry will pick up a foul. That'll be her second. It is here. 7:07, free throw is up and good for Grace Hayes. And it makes it now 14-1 with 7 minutes left to go in the second quarter here. Owens going to attack the baseline, was looking for Mickelson as Hayes rips it away, and they're going to call a jump ball. Arrow will favor the Phillies. And in for the Lady Bulldogs, it will be Reagan May. For Lovell, that's the only change for Lovell. No changes for Cody with 6:53 left to go. Cody already got 5 points in the second quarter. Radakovic couldn't get the pass that was poked away from Lovell. And Cody has their fourth turnover. Rail, mid-range jumper good. That is the first field goal of the contest for Lovell. And it's only an 11-point game for the Phillies right now. 6:30 left to play. Boudry will make her way to the left side, hand off to Simone. Backs her way on the paint. Hand off to Hayes. Hayes from the left side off the glass and will hit off the iron and drop. Hayes has 10 in the contest. And Cody is back up now by 13. It is 16:30 on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Phillies have not really released that full court pressure as Owens fell to the ground. She was able to get back up. It's going to be May. Underhand scoop and score attempt is off the mark. And Hayes comes up with it, looking for Boudry on a long three-quarter court pass. And it'll be turnover there for the Cody Fillies. In for Lovell, it's going to be number 12, Hannity Falcons. And yes, I did double check with the coach. It is Falcons, the last name. Lovell basketball after the turnover from Cody. Clark picks up her dribble, and that's going to be a travel. She moved that pivot foot just enough for the officials to see it. And it's now turnover number 11. 5:45 left to play. From inside the Bob Carey Memorial Fieldhouse, this is where the championship games will take place, and all the games tomorrow is Agadaw trying to save the possession. Does. Nice job by Agadaw to rip it away and not cause a tie-up because the arrow right now favors Lovell. Under 5:30 left to play. Is Moss also checked in for Cody. Moss hand off to Talich, almost loses this. She'll bounce pass it off to Simone. Simone kick out. Moss triple from the top is short, off to the left side. It's going to roll all the way out of bounds after a couple of Phillies were able to at least have a touch with the basketball. And Cody is going to now spend a timeout. We'll see if it's a full or 30. It's a full. We'll take one as well. With 5:13 left to play, it is Cody 16. It's Lovell 3 on your Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. We're back after this 30-second timeout on 103.3 The Range.
When life slows you down, Canyon Therapy in Cody helps you get back on your feet. Whether you're recovering from an injury, managing pain, or working to regain strength and mobility, Canyon Therapy offers expert physical and occupational therapy service tailored to you. Our experienced team works with you one-on-one to create a personalized treatment plan, helping you to move better and live more comfortably. We treat people, not just conditions, in a caring and supportive environment. Canyon Therapy is a proud supporter of the Cody Bronx and Cody Fillies. Get back to the life you love with Canyon Therapy. Visit CanyonTherapy.com or call today to schedule your next appointment.
This is Cody Fillies basketball on 103.3 The Range.
Phillies outscoring the Lady Bulldogs so far in the second quarter at 7-2. First quarter score was 9-1. A slow start, and usually that's kind of how the first games tend to play out here. It's a little bit slow scoring. And right now that's kind of the case, as even though Cody is leading this one 16-3 after they took the timeout. So they're down now to 4. And it will be level basketball after the Cody turnover in this one. Full court pressure being shown. Simone pokes it away, is able to do so, and somehow Hayes is there to be able to have the basketball and give Cody the possession. Dallas looks to attack the right side as she picks up her dribble, kick out Simone left side, enough room for a three. Is that shot just a little bit flat on that one? And it's going to be out of bounds. It will give the basketball back to Lovell. They're going to say nobody from Lovell touched that, even though Talich was trying to save it after throwing it off the back of, I believe that was Nichols. New substitutions in for Lovell as well, but as soon as I say that, Simone comes up with a steal, and after missing that three, will pick up 2. And that's the first time she's on the scoreboard in this regional tournament. Right now, Cody with 4 of their 5 starters scoring in this one. As soon as I say that's another steal, Moss comes up with it. She was looking for Simone, and Moss will turn it over for Cody. 18-3, 4:30 left to play in the first half here. We'll have that Kiel Sanitation halftime report coming up at the halftime here. Halftime intermission. As Talich was trying to pass it off to Moss. Lovell still gets the basketball back. As driving in is Falcons off the glass. Takes a friendly bounce and will go in. And Radakovic is going to get set to check in just a moment. Phillies have Hayes, Talich, Simone, Moss, and Agada in there for the 5 as the midway point of the second quarter is here. 4 minutes left to play. Simone off to Moss, gets for the inside feed to Agada. And there's 2 Lady Bulldogs there to cause a tie-up. And that's going to give the arrow back to Lovell. Or it should be Lovell basketball, I should say. Radakovic checks in. Also in is Morager, as Simone and Agada will check out with 3:53 left to play. Lovell still seeing that full court pressure there as Falcons can't get the basketball. It's last touch by Hayes. And Cody will still play defense here with 3:46 left to go. Inbounding it for the Lady Bulldogs, a new number in there is, we'll make sure to get that number in just a moment. Rail does have the basketball. At the top, it's Allie Walker who is in for Lovell, and we'll get another tie-up. Hayes almost had the steal, trying to rip it away, but they'll call the tie-up. Arrow does favor Cody. No lead changes. There are no ties either so far. It's been pretty much Cody, at least scoring-wise. It's still been, like I said, low-scoring affair in this one, but Lovell trying to at least stay within stride as Moss loses the basketball. Hayes does pick it up. Kick over to Morager on the left side. We'll stop and we'll get a whistle as it looked like, I feel like he could have got either way on that one. They are going to give the foul to Reagan May. Picks up her first. It is it's her second, apologize. It is the team's first, though, of the quarter. Low foul numbers as well. I have Lovell with 2. And Cody with just 1. Radakovic couldn't get the pass. Hayes pokes it away, and they're going to call a foul. And Coach Wagner not thrilled about that call as he thought he had an easy bucket there. They're going to call the foul on Grace Hayes, so that will be her first. Team's second. It's Talich is checking out. Boudry checks back in for the Phillies. 3:07 left to play. It's back to the Lady Bulldogs after the turnover. There's a pass to Mickelson. Charity stripe floater is good. Cody Mickelson with her first bucket of the contest. And Lovell closes the gap to within 11. 2:48 left to play. Hayes with the answer. Can't get that one to go as Moss couldn't get the rebound. Fight for the basketball. Moss now gets it back. Courtesy of Hayes trying to tap it back to Moss. And the shot from Radakovic is off the mark. And Cody will see Lovell get the basketball once again back. Towich, quick rest. She's back in. Moss will check out. Hayes is also going to check out of the contest. Simone back in for the Phillies with 2:37 left to play. Well, getting the inbound over to Owens, past the midcourt stripe. Owens was looking to, not sure who she was looking for. I think she was looking for Walker. And that's going to be another turnover for Lovell. And back to the Lady Bulldogs it goes. I have apparently 18-8, so it's a 10-point game. I had 18. I do have 18-7, so I'm missing I think I'm missing a point somewhere. I think it is 18-7. We'll fix it either way. Simone triple from the left side. It's going to be a little bit short as that three was also a little bit flat. So they're saying it's 18-9, so I'm not sure if I'm missing a score somewhere or what is going on. We'll go with what the scoreboard has right now. 2:11 left to play. It's barely 18-9. Here's a handoff to Rail. Rail getting the screen from Mickelson. Here's looking to hand it off to May. She does. Right side outside. Morager matched up with her defensively. He's showing a little bit of zone. Boudry trying to create the steal. It's not going to be a backcourt as Rail does get it in the backcourt. Back over offensively, Rail to Mickelson at the top. Towich is matched up defensively. Nice defense by the Phillies here on this possession. They're playing defense for a while. Here's a drive in, bounce pass it to Mickelson, courtesy of Rail. And now it's going to be a whistle. We're going to get 2 free throws as Mickelson was trying to go for the shot. And the foul is going to be given to Sofia Radakovic, and that will be her second personal foul. So the scoreboard did change it back to 18-7. I think for once the broadcaster actually had the right score of the contest. Just didn't have it on the scoreboard feed. Like I said, I did have 18-7. That's what my stat sheet says. Hayes is going to check back in after the first missed free throw by Mickelson. I think it was the Lovell coach who was trying to actually fix the score as well from 18-9 to 18-7. Second free throw, this to make it 18-8. That's the case. And now we're all caught up here at the Bob Gary Memorial Fieldhouse. Final 90 seconds approaching here for the first half into the first round of the 3A West Regional Tournament. Hayes is looking to go on the baseline, loses control of the basketball just enough for it to go out of bounds. And that's going to be turnover number 9 now for Cody. Long pass to Mickelson, courtesy of Rail. Pass up down to Walker at the top. Makes her way over to the right side of Owens. Owens, Mickelson. Rail loses the pass. It was still in bounds, but nobody went for the basketball as it does go out of bounds eventually. And Lovell will turn it back over. 1:10 left to play. Right now, Cody has outscored Lovell 9-7. In the quarter, Boudry takes time to set up for a 3. That's going to be too much as it clangs off the back iron. And Lovell coming up with a rebound. Cody 7 of 21 from the field. I had Lovell, how many shot attempts so far? Just 3 of 5 from the field. Final 43 seconds left to go. Mickelson, kick out. Owens gets to Radakovic to go as Owens looks to go all the way in. Shot is no good there. And Hayes will give it off to Towich. Spins, makes a move, and she dribbles again. I think that was going to be a double dribble, and they're going to give the foul to Lovell. They're going to give the foul to Walker, and I think Cody gets away there with a double dribble as Towich, it looked like, dribbled it for a moment. And then must have not had full possession of the basketball is what I'm getting. 28 seconds left. Talich drives in, left side. It's good. And Cody, yeah, that scores. They haven't been able to score for a while. It's back to a 12-point lead. Biggest lead has been 15. Hayes with the steal. Hayes trying to go all the way. She gets fouled, count the bucket and one. Hayes having herself a great start to the regional tournament with 12 points and a chance to make it 13. They're going to give the foul to Kennedy Rail. That'll be her first. And it is the team's fourth. Hayes for the three-point play, no good. Talich almost got the rebound, but it's going to be out of bounds, and Lovell gets the basketball back. 12.1, plenty of time for one more shot here for Lovell. Cody will bring their defensive lineup in as Hayes gets the steal. Layup is no good. How about one more chance? She gets it to go with 7.5 left to go. 2 seconds left on the clock. One is they won't get a shot up, and that will end the half here in this first one. So Cody leads this one 22-4 after one half of play, or 24-8, excuse me, not 22-4. 24-8 after one half of play. Is we apologize for our radio audience. A little bit service here is a little bit off, and we are going to send it now to the Kiel Sanitation halftime report. We'll be back in 4 minutes right here on 103.3 The Range, a Hard Mountain broadcasting station.
Three 587-6616. Go Cody Bronx and the Cody Fillies as well.
Woodward Tractor is your one-stop dealer for all your Takahouchi equipment and service needs. Takahouchi is known the world over for its purpose-built design philosophy, innovative technology, and dependable service after the sale. And now at Woodward Tractor, get 0% financing on all Takahouchi machines, excavators, track loaders, and wheel loaders. Special financing options are also available on Takahouchi brand attachments. See Woodward Tractor on Blackburn in Cody.
Allstate agent Cale Mitchell is a proud supporter of Cody High School sports. At Allstate, you can bundle your home and auto for the lowest premium rates. Cale Mitchell is your local agent and provides great professional customer service to ensure that you got the best affordable coverage needs. Call Allstate agent Cale Mitchell at 307-527-6447. That's 307-527-6447. Allstate, you're in good hands.
Distracted driving is dangerous, but some people just can't seem to help themselves. There's the steering wheel propper, the sneak-a-peeker, the fast roller, the nightlighter. And it's not long until they become the fender benderer, the got a ticketer, the veering off the road, the driver who kills someone. Enough with the phones already. Just put them down.
Coach Wagner and the Phillies and Coach McCartan in the Bronx have been really fun to watch this year.
Yes, the Bronx and Phillies, they really have it all together.
They sure do. Speaking of having it all together, insuring your home, cars, and life insurance together with My State Farm Agency is the best way to bundle and save. We can customize your coverage and make insurance seem easy. Good luck, Bronx and Phillies. Check with Jen Talich's State Farm Agency to get your insurance all together. Thanks for the opportunity to earn your business. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
With over 40 years of combined experience, Park County Glass can handle all of your auto and residential glass needs. Serving the Bighorn Basin since 1982 with quality you can depend on and service from the heart. Stop in or call your auto glass specialist at 307-587.
We continue the Kiel Sanitation Halftime Report. Here's Wyatt Barichka.
All right, hopefully we have a lot of our technical difficulties fixed. We do apologize for our radio audiences. Again, service just a little bit rough here for our broadcast, but hopefully we're staying on now. We're staying live on the video feed as well. Apparently had 2 streams go. I mean, there's just a lot of things. Regional tournament, sometimes that's just the case. Your Kiel Sanitation halftime score, it is the Cody Fillies 24 and level 8 in this contest. Cody had a late surge in the late stages of the second quarter to help him get a 16-point advantage. And right now, the first quarter saw the Cody Fillies score 9 points. The level's 1. Second quarter saw the Phillies score 15 and level just 7. Cody Fillies have led the start and have led all the way up to this point as well. I had the Cody Fillies 10 of 24 from the field unofficially, 1 of 5 from three-point land, and 3 of 8 from the charity stripe as well. Lovell I only had for 5 shots in the first half. A lot of turnovers were kind of part of the case as well. 3 of 5 from the field, no three-pointer attempts to start the contest. They didn't even get a shot off at the end of the half to make that the case, and they would go 2 of 4 from the free throw line. That is your team stats. Turnovers, I had Lovell at 15 and Cody at 9. Those are the team stats. We'll come back in 60 seconds and have the individual statistics as well as hopefully some updates from the other gym as well. This is Cody High School Basketball on 103.3 The Range, a Hard Mountain Broadcasting Station.
Coach Wagner and the Phillies and Coach McCartan in the Bronx have been really fun to watch this year.
Yes, the Bronx and Phillies, they really have it all together.
They sure do. Speaking of having it all together, insuring your home, cars, and life insurance together with My State Farm Agency is the best way to bundle and save. We can customize your coverage and make insurance seem easy. Good luck, Bronx and Phillies. Check with Jen Talich's State Farm Agency to get your insurance all together. Thanks for the opportunity to earn your business. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
With over 40 years of combined experience, Park County Glass can handle all of your auto and residential glass needs. Serving the Bighorn Basin since 1982 with quality you can depend on and service from the heart. Stop in or call your auto glass specialist at 307-587-9303. That's Park County Glass at 307-587-9303.
Stream today's game, past games, and listen to future Cody Athletics on the radio and catch live video coverage at myheartmountainradio.com.
Pinnacle Bank scoreboard at the Kiel Sanitation halftime. Cody at 24, level 8 right now. Individual statistics, scoring for Lovell is led by Libby Mickelson. She has 3 points in the contest. At one point, it had Cody leading like 22-9 or something. There was a lot of just things wrong with the scoreboard. They did fix it, so for once the broadcaster was actually right about his score in the contest in this one. So Libby Mickelson leads with 3 points for the Lady Bulldogs. Kennedy Rail, Hannity Falcons each with 2, and Kennedy opens with 1 to give the level their 8. For Cody, scoring led by Grace Ace so far. She has 14 in the contest. Ellie Talich with 5. Sofia Radakovic with 3, and Cindy Simoni with 2. A couple of points are off the board as well for Cody. I mean, they had a couple of easy layups, just weren't able to get those ones going to start this one off, but eventually they would be able to get the scoring going. But we'll see how the second half goes, as we got about 55 seconds left to go, and looks like once again we're just not getting any good service for this contest, and hopefully we are getting that fix into this one. Again, that's for our radio audience. If you're tuned in on the video side, we appreciate you tuning in. As taking just another look for the 3A West other game currently at the auxiliary gym, which Cody will be playing at 5:30 for the boys. Tomorrow, if Cody holds on in this game, we'll play at the 3:30 in the winners contest. Looks like right now the score update I have is second quarter, Mountain View 19 and Lyman 14. So we knew that game in the Bridger Valley would be a tough contest to open up the regional tournament. It is going to be Lovell basketball. They are going from left to right. The Phillies now going to go from right to left as they're on the home bench and also designated technically as the home team in this contest. So quarter number 3 is on the way. 8 minutes are on the clock. And we'll get started here. Phillies going to show pressure immediately to start the second half as Rail did get the inbound on the right side. Gives it off to Mickelson. Right side outside. That's up there by Talich as Cody shows a little bit of man as Rails' shot is just basically taken away from Bradakovic. It's going to be a last touch by Owens as well. So it gives Cody the basketball to start the second half. Wow, what a just defensive stance there from Sofia Radakovic. As Cody has the basketball, first opportunity in the second half as Talich does cross that midcourt stripe. Right side now, she looks to go all the way now. We'll back it out to Boudry at the top, swing it over to Hayes. Wide open 3, it looks good, is good. Grace Hayes with 17 now, and the Phillies take a 27-8 advantage. Radakovic with the steal. Radakovic passes inside to Boudry. She'll throw it off. Is it going to be Cody basketball? Yeah, they're going to say it's a foul. Looked like it was Boudry stepping out of bounds. They're going to get Bria Jones on the foul, and that's going to save Cody a turnover. So back to the Phillies it goes. Radakovic, Talich, Charity Stripeys on target. Clinks off the back iron. Hits Hayes, though, with the second chance. Talich up top now. His level shows man-to-man. She'll back her way in. Look to kick it out. She'll spin, put up a shot. She'll be fouled and go to the line. So Cody getting a good start. A good defensive stance by Radakovic. What thought to be a turnover was saved by a foul. And now Talich is at the line to shoot free throws as Cody made their second 3 courtesy of Grace Hayes. Talich at the line. First shot is up, and it is good. So it makes it now 28-8. We'll get one more free throw here. Talich, second free throw. He's going to bounce off the back iron. Radakovic almost trying to save it as she's trying to vouch for. That's not a turnover, or not last touch by her, excuse me, but that will be the case. Luckily, she doesn't get called for it over the back, as she did reach over the back for that shot, or for that rebound. 6:53 left to play as Jones will have that pass almost taken away. Boudry almost came up with it, but Rail saves the possession. She's able to get it over the timeline with 6:42 left to play. Here's a 3 from Bria Jones. It's good, and Lovell will now be down by 17 with 6:33 left to play. Kind of a low-scoring affair here to open up the tournament. That's kind of been the same case in the Lyman Mountain View contest. That's a little bit closer right now. As again, last time I checked, it was 19-12. And Cindy Simoni trying to sidestep for a 3. Will turn it over. It'll be just the 10th for Cody. Lovell with 16 turnovers. With 6:19 left to play. Rail will get the inbound courtesy of Lady Bulldogs. Hayes matched up with her defensively as Rail picks up her dribble. Now to Mickelson, a timeout. Going to be assessed to Lovell to avoid the 10-second call. And it's a 30-second timeout, so we will keep it here. Lovell down to 2 timeouts I have them for. Again, 30-second, we'll keep it here. This broadcast is brought to you by Woodward Tractor, for a place for all your Takeuchi equipment needs. Woodward Tractor has your next construction machine. You can visit them at Mentok, or located near Mentok Park. So, again, we'll take a quick look at that bracket and see how things stand. If we do have the bracket somewhere, there we go. So, again, 2 games going on right now. Cody playing Lovell right now, as you see. Cody leading us 128-11. Mountain View Lyman is the other one. The other side of the bracket features the number 1 seed Lady Wranglers taking on Whirl, and that's a 4 o'clock tip-off in the auxiliary gym. And Powell and Lander will wrap up the girls' game in the field house on day 1. All games on day 2 will take place in the field house. So it is going to be Lovell basketball after the timeout. Timeout was given to Lovell, so they're down to 2. Lovell also has 2 team fouls to start the second half as well. Lovell going from left to right. Rail with the basketball as Boudry matches up with her defensively. Cody showing man-to-man. Owens give it inside to Mickelson. Kick out to Rail. Swing it over now to Jones. Now over to Nichols. Right side outside. She'll attack the right side. Now back it up over to Owens as Talich almost gets a steal as Owens has enough room, create enough separation from Talich, but wasn't able to drive in. Jones 3 again. No good. It's rebounded by Hayes, and she's going to try to push the pace, but she'll turn it over. Hayes almost getting the steal. Then Talich rips it away after the pass from Jones. And Cody will get it back and try to settle it down here. That might be the best case scenario, just trying to slow it down a little bit. Talich. Kick out Hayes. Triple from the left corner. No good. And rebound will be given to Owens. Cody, a lot of shot attempts so far, just 41% from the field as Hayes swats the shot away from Jones. It will stay with Lovell, but nice swat there, a deflection from Grace Hayes. Into the contest, it is Reagan Moss, Molly Morager for the Phillies. With 5:01 left to play. Jones to try to inbound it. Long inbound will go to Owens at the top as Morager matches up with her defensively. Under 5 to play. Rail will give it inside to Mickelson. It's taken away. Moss came up with the poke away. And coming up with the basketball was Simone, who gives it off to Talich. Talich slashes the defense in for a layup. It's good. Good Cody crowd as well on both sides of the gym. The boys team was able to make it. It was a long drive for us to get down here as Lovell will turn it over, but according to famous Hall of Fame broadcaster Scott Mangle, the roads were not actually as bad after he left. So Whiteout must have been doing a pretty good job on the roads. Big thanks to them for, especially with all the regional basketball taking place as well, getting all these teams down as well. Cody will play at 5:30 as the number 2 seed against Powell. As we thought that might be a coin flip decision for the number 1 seed, but it actually came down to a contest against Powell, in which Lovell won and Cody lost at the Bighorn Basin tournament. But back to this game for the girls. It is Talich, goes from left to right off the glass and good. Nice ball movement for the Phillies. It was a little chaotic as it was almost turnovers and out of bounds. It'll be last touch by Cody. Reagan Moss defensively matched up there as Talich kind of doing all the scoring duties in this third quarter with 5. Right now they've held Lovell to just 3 points. Talich checks out. Boudry's back in. Simone is out. Also in is Radakovich back in. 4 minutes to go. Third quarter here. It's been Cody in this one from start to up to this point. Rail is able to get it over the midcourt stripe, but it rolls over to Nichols, so seemingly Bulldogs a possession. Clark, who's in for the first time in this half, will try to go all the way in, losing it, and it's going to be last touch by Clark, and it will be Cody basketball. Now you're looking at roughly a 2-to-1 turnover ratio in this contest. I have unofficially 31 total turnovers And that's just how regional basketball sometimes goes, especially the first games of the day when you're not used to playing at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So imagine playing at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. That's what Cody's trying to avoid. If they win, they play at 3:30 against the winners. Boudry with a triple is good as she stepped back for that shot, and it was good. 35-11. Simone is thought she was going to check in. We'll go back to the bench. As I was saying, winner of this game will play at 3:30 against the winner in the other gym between Mountain View and Lyman, and that one looks to be a good contest. It's actually a 6-point game. It's 21-15 in Mountain View advantage in that one. 3:06 left to play. Hayes is going to check out. Haley Dancy going to check in for the Cody Fillies. 3:06 left to play. So it's going to be Morager, Moss, Radakovic, Stanzi, and Boudry in the 5 for the Phillies, and it'll be a turnover for Lovell. That'll be turnover 21 for Lovell. Total, like I said, some of these games just kind of how the start goes in this one. Cody Philly basketball. Morager going to try to go all the way in. She gives it off to Danzy, up top to Moss. Long two is going to hit the back iron and land in the arms of Clark. Cody has had a lot more opportunities, especially on the field. Almost a turnover as Clark's able to save it. It's last poked away there from Boudry. So Lovell will basically just advance the ball in front of the scorer's table. Checking in for Clark, it is Walker. It's the number or the jersey we didn't know a name to, and sometimes regionals you only get 12 players to suit up in this contest, and a turnover by Lovell. Cody the basketball back, and as I was saying, sometimes those decisions of who you're going to take as far as the 12 you want to take for your team to the regional tournament and state tournament a little bit harder. It was kind of pretty easy for Cody with some injuries, and again, speedy recoveries hopefully for Macy Ball and Callie Merritt. Morager looking for the handoff to Talich. Talich now will spin again, kick out Morager. Triple is off the back iron, fight for the basketball. Will end up with Andy Felkins, who is back in for Lovell. So sometimes you get jersey numbers where you're not familiar about as well, and glad we were able to quickly get those jersey numbers and names fixed. 2 minutes left to go, third quarter. Danzy with the steal. Danzy's got a 1-on-3, and she'll slow it down. Now floater off the backboard and good. Haley Danzy with her first points of the regional tournaments. And Cody starting to have some momentum here in the late stages of the third quarter. Here's a three from Walker, no good. Radakovic with the rebound. Hansy has it back after the outlet pass. Danzy to Boudry. Three, can they go again for another three? No, Radakovic rebound off the glass and good. And the Cody Phillies are finally getting some flow of what they want to do, and they lead 39-11 with 1:18 left to play. Up top now, it is Felkin. She'll get off the handoff to Hessenthaler. Backs her way up as Cody once again showing man-to-man. It's Simone and Hayes about to check in on the next whistle. Here's a give now to May, left elbow. Now let's pass it off to Owens. Under a minute left to play in the third. Owens matched up by Radakovic. There's a give to May. Three from the right corner is over the rim, and we got a tie-up for the basketball, and the arrow will favor Cody. Simone and Hayes checking in. Radakovic and Morager are going to get a rest with 47.9 seconds left to go. Falcons is going to check out. Mickelson is back in. Also in is Bria Jones. It looks like the Lady Bulldogs have their starting five in there. Back to the Phillies. Hayes left side outside. Danzy sets the screen. Hayes attacks the left side. Will go in between the backboard and the rim, but Cody gets it back. Simone, three is no good. And a couple of opportunities for the Phillies and no points to account for. 24 seconds left to go, and if there was a shot clock, it would have been off, and stepping out of bounds. Now they're going to call the travel instead. Going to be a travel on May, and Radakovic is going to check back in for the final 17 seconds of the third quarter. Danzy is going to check out with 17 seconds left to go, and again, Cody's scoring is definitely spread out a lot more in this second half. 39-11 on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Cody looking to maybe hold it for the final shot. Simone to Dalic at the top. Tries to drive in right side, and it's no good on the shot. It's going to be Lovell back with the basketball, and no shot from Lovell to end the third quarter of play. The final 8 minutes are coming up next, and Cody scoring 15 points, holding Lovell to 3 in the third quarter. We'll step aside. Final 8 minutes are next on 103.3 The Range, a Hard Mountain Broadcasting Station.
Hey guys, this is Zach Haskell with Haskell Furniture and Flooring. We are a proud supporter of the Cody Bronx Fillies this season. If you want selection, we have the best selection for you with the best prices. From mattresses to flooring or recliners to fireplaces, we have everything you need in stock. No need to drive out of town when we have everything here locally for your next selection. Stop in at Haskell's Furniture and Flooring in Cody, Lovell, Worland, and Riverton, where we have the best prices and better service.
The fourth quarter is here. The final 8 minutes start now.
Final 8 minutes here in an early contest. Early afternoon contest as, again, the Cody Fillies leading this one over Lovell 39-11. Cody scoring 15 points in the third quarter. They done what they did in the second, so they've scored 30 points in the last 2 quarters of play, and they'll look to hold on for the final 8 minutes here on this one. 39-11 on your Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Winner of this one will play at 3:30 on or tomorrow afternoon against the winner of Mountain View Lyman. Last time I checked, it was 24-16 Mountain View advantage. Cody would play either, if they hold on, we'll play the winner of that contest between Mountain View and Lyman, and that's a very fun first round matchup, I would say, especially when you get a rival to start the regional tournament. And that kind of helps, too, with a 1 through 8 seed. You get some of those matchups as well. And, you know, in the pregame, I was also talking about Lovell, as there's a shot there from Jones. It's going to be off the mark to start the third quarter. And I'll resume my story in just a second. It is Simone back with the basketball. It's Cody's first opportunity in the fourth quarter with 7:20 left to go. We know Lovell can compete. I mean, they were an 8 seed at the regional tournament for volleyball this past season, and they were able to qualify for the state tournament with that regional in Powell. Boudry long two. It's going to be short off the iron. Radakovic rebound. It will be nice and drop in, as it looked like it wanted to roll out, but that was not the case. And Cody now up by 30. So we know Lovell can compete. We'll just see how they do, especially with this game concluding. Owens will spin. It's a offensive foul on Lovell. And Coach Brian May, not a big fan of that call. Really the first foul of the quarter for Lovell. Kennedy Rail going to pick up the foul. And back for the Phillies offensively. May will check out. Nichols will check back in. 6:47 left to play. Cody looking like they're on their way, if something crazy was to happen, on their way to a semifinal appearance in the regional tournament. Out of bounds as Boudry saw that slip out of her hands. We'll give the basketball back to the Lady Bulldogs. Again, Cody looking to hold on again. Tomorrow, 3:30 if they hold on. If loser of this one will play at 9 o'clock. A loser out game. All games tomorrow are going to take place in the field house, so at least every team will get a chance. And, well, you got a little bit of fun. You got a wedge basketball between the iron and the hoop, and you're the PA announcer. Had a moment last year. Was it the Powell game or this season? I'm not sure if it was Powell or the Mountain View game. Either way, one of the officials had some height through that jump to get that one. We'll resume action again. Getting sidetracked here. 6:15 left to play. Radakovic back with the basketball over to Boudry. Boudry, right side outside. Hand off to Talic as she'll attack. Kick out Simone. 3 from the right side is going to go to the left as Radakovic bounce passes it off to Hayes for the score. And Cody just continues to extend their lead in this one. Again, Lovell scored an early triple in the third. As Hayes, what? You can hear it on the headset. It's out of bounds, and sure, that's not going to feel good on the hand, but that was a heck of a block there from Grace Hayes. You don't normally get to hear those loud blocks as well. As Cody going to see some substitutions. It's Reagan Moss, Evelyn Agada, and Molly Morager, the 3 new subs for the Phillies. It's Hayes, Talic, and Radakovic who check out. 5:36 left to play in the fourth quarter. Cody is again looking to be on their way to another semifinal appearance. Cody has done well in that 4A regional tournament, and they're looking to make another trip to the semis, this time in the 3As. That 3 is off the mark. It's Jones who gets fouled, and Jones will go to the line and shoot a pair of free throws. Jones leading all scoring, or ties the leading scoring for Lovell. At 3 apiece, Jones late for points 4 and 5. First free throw for Jones, he's good. Makes it now 43-12 Cody. Boudry getting a talk with coach. We'll get one more free throw here. No changes to the lineup for either team as the second free throw is good. Now there's the change. As coming in is May. I apologize, that's not May who's coming in. In for Lovell is Cody Ace. It's the first time we're calling her name today. Boudry will hand it off now to Simone. Simone inside the arc to Moss with the screen courtesy of Morager. Moss with the pick and roll play for Morager as Morager falls to the floor, and it's going to be a turnover for Cody. And Lovell will get it back. Still 30-point lead for the Phillies as Cody, definitely the last 2 quarters have been big as Mickelson will go for a shot and foul. As Simone had the last foul. We'll see who this foul is given to. Going to give it to Reagan Bosch. She'll pick up her first. Pick up her second. It's the team's second of the quarter, and that was 2 more free throws for Lovell coming up. This time it's Mickelson, and she'll miss the first, so it'll stay 43-13 with 4:48 left to play. Jenna Hessenthaler going to check back in, and also going to check in just a moment is Felkins for Mickelson on the free throw. 4:48 is the second one is put up, and it's going to be no good as Morager will come up with the basketball and give it off to Moss. Moss quickly over the midcourt circle, makes her way to the left side with the give over to Simone. Agada sets the screen. Simone back to Moss as Hessenthaler matches up with her defensively. As Lovell also back to a man-to-man defense. 4:30 left to play as Cody looking to hold on and make their way to a 1-0 start to the regional tournament. I mean, this pretty easy format. You got to win 2 before you lose 2. Cody still back with the basketball. Boudry on the left corner, trying to create some separation defensively as Boudry gives it to Agada. Pick and roll play. No, it's going to be out of bounds as Agada's shot was off the mark. A good looking play there for Cody. Just couldn't get the layup to go in. 4:08 is inbounding it. Got another new number out there for Lovell as well. It's Avery Walker. So you got 2 Walkers out there, and a turnover by the Lady Bulldogs will give Cody the basketball back. Simone will inbound it. Inbound will go to Boudry as we pass the midway point of the fourth quarter here. As it looks like Dancy and George might get a chance to come back into this ball game. As Simone's shot, she'll be fouled. And some more free throws coming up for the Cody Fillies. There will be opportunities 11 and 12 coming up. Avery Walker will pick up the foul. We'll see the free throws coming up here as the first one from Simone is going to bounce off the back iron. And we'll get one more free throw here from Sydney Simone. This broadcast brought to you by State Farm agent Jen Talich. State Farm agent Jen Talich is there to build the best insurance plan for you. Visit Jen Talich on Sheridan Avenue. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Final free throw for Simone as she takes 2 dribbles, sets, fires, and will miss the second one. Ogdenau comes up with the rebound as Aubrey George is in for the Phillies as well for Cody. I thought Danzy was in, but I didn't see her check in. She was supposed to check in for Simone. As Walker comes up with the rebound for the Phillies. Moss is trying to rip it away. Got it, but the officials last second give the tie-up call. And it will be the Cody Fillies clearing their benches for the final 3:38. Neither team is eliminated yet. Lovell going to drop into the consolation bracket. We'll talk about that here in just a little bit of how the bracket will look going into tomorrow as Falcons has its Lovell also clear their benches as well. Hessenthaler 2 is no good. And Danzy with the rebound. So benches clearing up for the final minutes here. Danzy 3, no good. George with a rebound though. She'll give it off to Danzy again at the top. Matched up there by Walker. She'll make her way to the left side. Gets the screen from Ogdenau. Danzy to Morager. Swing it over to Moss on the right side. Moss trying to drive in baseline right side. As that shot is good. A little up and over the rim on that. Buckets for Reagan Moss. And we'll get a traveling call on Lovell. It'll be Cody basketball, and checking in again, it is Allie Walker. Just getting everybody a chance to get some minutes here on this Thursday. Again, Thursday afternoon, 2:13 KBEA Cali Cody. 2:43 left to play. We'll see if we get a chance to see Chloe Harris and make sure I get the right numbers here. Elena Hutchinson. Ogdenau will try to get the rebound after the 3 from Moss was no good. And quickly Lovell's going to push the pace. Walker will give it up now to Allie Walker. I should make sure I say the first names because both Walkers are out there right now. Hessenthaler at the top gives it off to Allie Walker. Now the swing over to Avery Walker. And we'll get a jump ball. Tie-up arrow will favor Cody with 2:13 left to play. And we're going to see the freshman check in, Chloe Harris, and also Elena Hutchinson. Being one of those 12 to be a part of the regional team, got to be pretty special when you're a freshman, just in general, to at least be suiting up for these games. As Hutchinson going to get that shot to go, and Hutchinson's actually wearing a different number, and that's why I was double checking because she's wearing number 4, who's normally worn by Macy. Ball is Danzy off the glass, gets it to go. Danzy with 4 so far today. And 1:46 left to go. Final stages. Hessenthaler 3 is good. And Cody will look to make their way to a semifinal appearance. And we'll get a whistle and a tie-up. A foul on Lovell. They're going to give it off to Falcons. And so the way things stand, and we might have to wait a little bit before we find out those results. Mountain View is only up by 5 over Lyman. So Lyman trying to make a late comeback here in this one. That game I don't think has gotten more than 10 points in the entire game. And now we got a scores book official, and I believe we're going to have I think they're going to give a technical to Cody. They do, and it's got to be for the wrong jersey number, right? Because normally Hutchinson wears number 10. She's number 4. We'll get free throws here. Not sure exactly, but definitely figuring out what the tech was, but it's got to be a jersey number, as the first one is no good for the Lady Bulldogs. Because normally Hutchinson wears number 10. She's wearing number 4, so sometimes you can get confused knowing that sometimes a player wears one number all year long. Second free throw is good. So Lady Bulldogs go 1 of 2 from the lines, back to a 30-point game with 1:34 left to go. And Lovell going to take their 1 of 2 final timeouts left in this one, and they'll be down to 1. Cody has not taken a timeout since the first quarter, and they have 4 as well. Full timeout, we'll take a quick 30 with 1:34 left to go. It is Cody 47, Lovell 17. We're back on 103.3 The Range.
When life slows you down, Canyon Therapy in Cody helps you get back on your feet. Whether you're recovering from an injury, managing pain, or working to regain strength and mobility, Canyon Therapy offers expert physical and occupational therapy service tailored to you. Our experienced team works with you one-on-one to create a personalized treatment plan, helping you to move better and live more comfortably. We treat people, not just conditions, in a caring and supportive environment. Canyon Therapy is a proud supporter of the Cody Bronx and Cody Fillies. Get back to the life you love with Canyon Therapy. Visit CanyonTherapy.com or call today to schedule your next appointment.
.103.3 The Range, a Heart Mountain Broadcasting Station. 1:34 left to go in the fourth quarter as Lovell takes their final 2 timeouts. Cody is on their way to a semifinal appearance, and holy God, they'll play at 3:30 tomorrow back here in the field house. They'll take on the winner of Mountain View in Lyman, which that one is shaping up to apparently be a good one in the late stages of that contest. They're in quarter number 4 as well, and Lyman is not going away just yet. Hessenthaler 3 again, no good. It's Agadaw with the rebound. And Lovell tomorrow will play at 9 a.m. against the loser of Mountain View and Lyman. Harris has the basketball for the Phillies. She'll look for Danzy as it almost was a turnover. Danzy to Hutchinson. Bounce pass, a nice pass there intended for Agadaw. Just Agadaw was a little far one way on the pass, and that'll be a turnover for Cody as well. We'll have our breadboard sub shop post-game show coming up next. Hopefully we can maybe hang out just for a little bit to talk with head coach Chris Wagner. I know he mentioned we'll maybe get a halftime interview as well. So if we don't get him now, as there's going to be a foul on Cody, and going to the line, it is Allie Walker. So if we don't get him after this contest, we'll definitely for sure get him in the halftime show of the boys game, which will take place at 5:30. And we'll be back here on 103.3 The Range and online at myheartmountainradio.com. Again, video only scoreboard is the first free throw for Walker is good. And we'll get one more free throw. Again, due to the postseason rights for basketball, it will only be a scoreboard feed, and we'll try to make the clock work next game. As the second free throw is good. It's getting 3 free throws here. We'll get one more free throw. 48 seconds left to go. Is Walker will one more time and put that one in. She has 4 points on the contest. And I like how both teams aren't kind of slowing things down. They want to play until the final buzzer. Harris has it at the top. We'll give it off to Danzy, and this is good experience as well for especially these young Phillies as well, getting some varsity opportunities, especially in a tournament. George, floater, no good. Gets her own rebound, puts it back up and get in. It's Aubrey George with the score. The Phillies have put up 10 points in the fourth quarter. Right now have gone back and forth with Lovell outscoring each other in the contest. Back to the Lady Bulldogs. It's Walker. We'll dribble a couple of times, pull up for a 3. That's going to be no good. Fighting for the rebound. There's going to be corralled there by AC. Hessenthaler at the top gets Hutchinson to jump. As it's Danzy almost getting a steal, trying to get Hessenthaler to not be able to make the shot, and that will be the end of this one. As your final in this one, Cody winning it 49-20 over the Lady Bulldogs of Lovell. Cody will play at 3:30 tomorrow back here in the field house against the winner of Mountain View and Lyman, and we'll provide those updates. But the Breadboard Sub Shop post-game show is next after this 3-minute timeout on 103.3 The Range.
Woodward Tractor is your one-stop dealer for all your Takahouchi equipment and service needs. Takahouchi is known the world over for its purpose-built design philosophy, innovative technology, and dependable service after the sale. And now at Woodward Tractor, get 0% financing on all Takahouchi machines, excavators, track loaders, and wheel loaders. Special financing options are also available on Takahouchi brand attachments. See Woodward Tractor on Blackburn in Cody.
Allstate agent Cale Mitchell is a proud supporter of Cody High School sports. At Allstate, you can bundle your home and auto for the lowest premium rates. Cale Mitchell is your local agent and provides great professional customer service to ensure that you got the best affordable coverage needs. Call Allstate agent Cale Mitchell at 307-527-6447. That's 307-527-6447. Allstate, you're in good hands.
Distracted driving is dangerous, but some people just can't seem to help themselves. There's the steering wheel propper, the sneak peeker, the fast roller, the night lighter. And it's not long until they become the fender bender-er, the got a ticketer, the veering off the road, the driver who kills someone. Enough with the phones already. Just put them down.
Coach Wagner and the Phillies and Coach McCartan and the Bronx have been really fun to watch this year.
Yes, the Bronx and Phillies, they really have it all together.
They sure do. Speaking of having it all together, insuring your home, cars, and life insurance together with My State Farm Agency is the best way to bundle and save. We can customize your coverage and make insurance seem easy. Good luck, Bronx and Phillies. Check with Jen Talich's State Farm Agency to get your insurance all together. Thanks for the opportunity to earn your business. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
With over 40 years of combined experience, Park County Glass can handle all of your auto and residential glass needs. Serving the Bighorn Basin since 1982 with quality you can depend on and service from the heart. Stop in or call your auto glass specialist at 307-587-9303. That's Park County Glass at 307-587-9303.
Hey guys, this is Zach Haskell with Haskell Furniture and Flooring. We are a proud supporter of the Cody Bronx and Phillies this season. If you want selection, we have the best selection for you with the best prices. From mattresses to flooring or recliners to fireplaces, we have everything you need in stock. No need to drive out of town when we have everything here locally for your next selection. Stop in at Haskell's Furniture and Flooring in Cody, Lovell, Worland, and Riverton, where we have the best prices and better service.
Time now for our Breadboard Sub Shop postgame show on 103.3 The Range and online at myheartmountainradio.com.
Final here in this one as the Cody Fillies on your Pinnacle Bank scoreboard win 49-20 over the Lady Bulldogs of Lovell. So Cody advances to the winners bracket, playing at 3:30 tomorrow against the winner of Mountain View and Lyman, and right now that's a 3-point game, 28-25 between Mountain View and Lyman. Mountain View leading that contest so far. Getting your final on this one, Cody 49 and Lovell 20. We're going to just keep things quick here as we're trying to accommodate some other broadcasters for more games coming up. So let's quickly do the Breadboard Sub Shop post-game show, and we're just going to go right into this real quick here. So for Cody, they would outscore the Lady Bulldogs 25-12 in the second half of play. Scoring led by Grace Hayes with 19 points. Sophia Radakovich with 7. Ellie Talich with 10. Maddie Boudry with 3. Sydney Simone with 2. And Haley Danzy would finish with 4 points in the contest. The Phillies unofficially had 21 of 43 from the field, 3 of 10 from three-point land, and 4 of 12 from the charity stripe. The Breadboard Sub Shop post-game show brought to you by Breadboard Sub Shop, located on the top of Grable Hill in Cody. They celebrate 30 years of business and are there to serve the best sandwiches, bagels, and more. Like I said, we quickly got to wrap this up, so we have one more obligation. That's to select our player of the game, brought to you by State Farm agent Jen Talich. like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. I thought Sofia Radakovic had some pretty good moments in this contest, and Grace Hayes too. I thought overall, some steals and scoring as well. Really got the second half going, but we're going to give their player of the game to Grace Hayes. She finishes with 19 points, multiple steals, multiple assists and rebounds in the contest as well. The only stat I can confirm is 19 points in the contest for Grace Hayes. So next up for the Phillies, it will be 3:30 tomorrow here at the field house. We'll have that coverage for you. And right now, as it stands, it looks like it is going to be Mountain View is the winner of that one. Right now, 35-25 is that score. We'll have that coverage for you right here on 103.3 FM. Video scoreboard only at myheartmountainradio.com. And the boys game will be taking place at 5:30. We're going to have that coverage for you guys on 103.3 FM. Same way you just tuned into the girls game today and online at myheartmountainradio.com. For McKenna back in the studio, I'm Wyatt Barichka. We got to quickly get off this broadcast as this has been a presentation of Cody High School Basketball on 103.3 The Range and online at myheartmountainradio.com.
The preceding has been a presentation of Cody High School Athletics and 103.3 The Range, a Heart Mountain broadcasting station. Now back to Wyoming's genuine country.